When were you like, this is for me? This is what I'm going to be
So
fantastic
speaking
at.
of real sports, so I played, like football, basketball, and golf. Those were like my three like loves growing
Slot
up.
receiver?
What's that?
Were you a slot receiver?
Dude, so I was gonna be the Great White Hope. I was a nasty corner.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
There's a boy from Iowa out there trying to live a
he
dream right now. You
is.
see
Yeah.
that guy
He
out there?
is. I
You gotta
saw that.
protect him
Unicorn.
forever.
We have to protect him.
So, but yeah, so I was like, damn, and I was like 11, so it's not like I thought of that at all. But I think who was it, Seahorn back in the day?
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
nasty. So I mimicked my game after him. But yeah, so I was all right. I'm fast, like that's kind of my thing. Never was a big guy, but I can fly around a little bit, and I like saying that because you can't prove that I can't. So
It looks like you can probably fly. It looks like you can run around a little bit, though.
yeah, but you're never gonna see
Yeah.
it. So
You should, when you're like at a par 5 or something like that, get a good sprint to your
yeah,
ball.
I'd
Just to
smoke
kind of
everybody.
show everybody what's what
Bro,
real quick.
everybody.
That would be funny.
Bro, if he like
Hits
hit
a
it and
good
he
shot
looks a
and then
little
just
bit, watches
starts
it land, and
off,
just
yeah.
like yaks down there, dude.
Yeah.
That would
Bro,
be
that
awesome.
be awesome.
That'd be incredible.
Yeah.
So,
Put that in the back pocket.
I was like 11, and my dad kind of astutely said, "Hey, man, if you want to be a professional athlete, like you need to pick one. Like this is your time. Like you need to treat it like a job." And he goes, "I think you should only be doing one." And I sat there and looked in the mirror, and I'm like, "Well, I'm 5'2", can't really jump. I think I'm fast, but I've met a lot of guys faster." And I was like, I think golf's the way to do it. So it wasn't like I thought that I was maybe better at golf, but I felt like it might fit me better. I didn't get hit. Nobody had to hit me. And yeah, so then it was like from 11 on, I quit everything else and started going to the golf course 6 days a week. My parents would drop me off and bang balls. I didn't know I was going to make it for a while, but I've always said, man, for anybody who's ever made it, and probably anything, but especially sports, you need like the perfect amount of delusion. Because when you tell a kid, like I remember I had teachers be like, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" I'm like, "I'm gonna be on the PJ Tour," and they'd be like, "Okay, but if that doesn't work out, what are you gonna do?" And I'm like, "Why the fuck would that not work out?
Yeah.
Like I work at this as hard as you work at your job. Like it's gonna work." But like looking back on it now as like a 32-year-old dude, it's like the fact that as a kid I was just like, "Yeah, of course I'm gonna make it here." Is like you have to be a bit crazy, but like you have to have enough of that realism and awareness to know that like it's gonna be really hard. And you have to change things. It's not like I'm just going to wake up and just make it, but also you have to have enough delusion to basically anytime anybody ever said, "Hell, man, that's crazy. Like you might need a backup plan." And I could look at you and be like, "No, like that's not how you make it. You don't make it with a backup plan." So it's kind of fun. But I was thankful my dad did that when I was young because you do, in my opinion, need to, unless you're one of those freak, Bo Jackson type people, like you need to focus on one thing because there's so many people that are working at it and that are great at it that like you can't be wasting time. Couldn't be wasting time trying to figure out if I was going to blow up the guy in the flat or not. Like that's just that'd have been a waste of my time.
So you guys seem like you're more the family style that is do one sport when you're growing up.
I want
Because I know you probably are aware of those arguments. I
Yeah.
feel like golf, it could be like golf, you might have to put in that type of
Golf's
time.
one of those
Yeah.
sports, and hockey's one of those sports. Like at
I
like 12 or
agree.
13 in hockey,
you
you
kind of
you
decide.
can't do anything else.
I
Like
do
you got to
think,
go
though,
do X,
that
Y, and Z.
I want my kid, if he decides to play sports, like I want him to play all of them because I do think it makes you a well-rounded human. Like I think that there are golfers who have grown up and only played golf, and I think that
You can tell they've only played.
yeah, and I don't think that's a good thing. Personality-wise, it's great for their game, but like I don't think
Homeschooled
that's
kids.
yeah, but it does feel like that.
Yeah.
It's like they take themselves very seriously, and it's like our biggest, most popular golf tournament is just a party that's in
Right.
Scottsdale. So it's like we're low on the totem pole. We're growing. Tiger put everybody on the map. He changed the landscape of golf forever for all the professionals. But at the end of the day, I do think that it's important to play a lot of sports just to get. I also think it helps with your hand-eye. I think all those things are important to growth. But yeah, I mean, golf is different. It will always be a slower, older person sport just because it's not taxing on the body. It's a thing that so many athletes and so many super athletes decide to like play after because it's, I was on a phone call with Larry Fitzgerald yesterday, and he is obsessed with golf. You've never met somebody more obsessed with golf. And this dude is a no doubter Hall of Famer.
First ballot.
Probably.
First ballot.
I mean, he should be in the conversation for best of all time. And this dude just wants to, like, he's asking me questions about how do I get better at golf, because that's the thing is it doesn't beat him up anymore. It's a passion. It is hard. But I think that
Competitive.
his personality and his outlook towards the game is benefited from the fact that he played other things growing up. And I think that's why people love Larry in golf now, because he doesn't take himself seriously, because he's humbled by the game of golf, but we all also respect him because he's a legitimate freak of nature.